Alright, greetings, salutations, good day, and hi. And welcome back to NijiCar Season 4. It's the last 3 races of the main stage, last 3 chances for drivers to get the race win, to make the field of 42 for next month's playoff races. And to begin the day, we're going to be at Michigan International Speedway. It's a 2-mile D-shaped oval. High-speed track. We're going to be racing 35 laps here. Let's have a look at the points as they stand. Top 50, or should I say top 55, because one driver who won is below the top 42 in points. That, of course, is at the 54th position for Kanato, who won at the Indianapolis Road Course yesterday to make the playoff. But the top 10 as it stands, Anna, with her 2 race wins, still on top with 186 points. Gilzerin and Nagao K each on 171. Maria, 165. Luis Cami, 156. Both Gilzerin and Maria have very good shots at making the playoff through points. At 6 is Kakaru, also at 156. Pomu, 151. Rocco, 149, Moira, 146, and Naji, 126. That's your top 10. Remember, only 42 will make the playoffs. Race winners, all race winners, and the highest in points will be moving on. Anywho, Michigan International Speedway. Let's load this track. We're gonna stick to the grid that is rolled. No re-rolls for today.
To your cars.
And this, of course, is the circuit the Niji Sanji members are gonna race at. Well, 42 of them. 18 degrees turn banked, moderate banking. Front stretch banked 12, back stretch banked 5. Alright, let's get our grid set. We have from the XID's Darem, starting off at pole. And alongside her is another XID member in Layla. Maria and Rai have row 2, and then we have Moira and Sakurai Kana, row 3, Rixa and Yashiro Kazuku, row 4, Ike and Mito, row 5, and then Rosales Bandage, Meme, Uki, Sonagi, Belmont, Fulger, Hyun, Joe, Dola, Keisuke, Seraph Dazzlegarden, Mika, Vox, Rocco, Reimu, Nasira, Fua Minato, Safina, Rosa, Miru, Hari, Ellie Conifer, UQ Wilson, Albin, Aya, Kazaki, Emma, Petra, Kyo, Manami, Kyoko, Lauren, and, of course, Amba Ueha. So, R13
Drivers
grid.
to your cars.
R13 grid, and still 30 frames per second. Everything should be good to go here. We'll get to the call to command and get the music loaded, and then we'll be set to go here.
Drivers to your cars.
Yes, the frames per second counter is up, just in case. Everybody's gridded up, and here we go. Call to command.
Drivers, start your engines!
Hold on, pause. I'll let everyone know that we're about to begin. Let's begin at Michigan. Right. Pause break button on the keyboard saves lives. Cars are rolling in this pace lap. 35 laps here on this 2-mile oval, Michigan International Speedway. And we are set to begin here. Darum and Layla, your front row for this race. Safety car will be going in, and we will be set to go for this round. Green flag is waved, and we're racing into Michigan. Whoa, Maria. Careful there. We're in a bit of a jump. Right there. 3, almost 4 wide. To begin here, Rixa, who won a race already, this main stage, wants to win another one. Maria, already high in points, wants to get another race win anyway. Man, look how spread apart they are. Maria will lead the opening lap. And who will be second and third? Waiting for GNL to load. If at all. Maria, Darum, and Moira are your top 3. And there are these 2 XID girls. Layla jumps ahead to second. Right behind Maria. There's Marilyn on hand to lead another lap. The jump at the start certainly helping her in these first 2 laps. Everyone lean-ish early on. Right behind the front 2, we have Sequoia Kana. Have not get to hear that name. Made playoffs last year, won 3 races, 1 in prelims and 2 in main stage last season. Currently running in top 5 as Roy Galilee, who already won a race in Phoenix just this main stage, is going behind Maria and Layla. So far, Maria has led all 4 laps to begin this round 13. I think it was that big duel between Raiga Lee and Maria Marionette in Las Vegas in the playoffs last season, where try as she might, Maria just couldn't get past Raiga Lee. If my memory is still good. I am getting old, I should say. .27, the gap between Marilyn and Layla Astro Amiria. Quite a tongue twister of a surname she has. A couple of race winners this series are in the front. Did Mamoto Keisuke win? I'm inclined to believe he did win a race in this main stage. I gotta look at the file. Nah, hard to tell. I looked at the top 55 image file and I don't see his name there. may have won in the prelims, or I don't know. I gotta look again. I'll look again momentarily. Meanwhile, it's a big battle between Layla and Maria again. Maria going high here. Despite the inside, Layla seems to be, well, being caught up with Sonagi and Yashiro Kizuku. Everyone's running cleanly towards the tail of this pack. Everyone's doing fine still. Kizuku up to second, as Layla seems to have dropped quite a few spots from this last lap. How far down has she gone? Probably 11-ish. Look how far ahead Aiba Ueha has advanced from a start of like 40-something, 42nd to like almost a top 10. That's how well she does in Nijisanji Racing, the race winner from Charlotte this season. Maria being pursued by female drivers. And I don't even know what I was talking about with that bit of commentary. He has led all 11 laps so far, but you may expect some overtakes for the lead. That's by Kizuku, or perhaps by Kizuku, who's already won a race, or Keisuke, who has had some race-winning experience. Well down, a little over a third of the way through. Everyone driving fine here. Kizuku is on the move. Just half a car length behind Maria. Has the advantage of the inside line. Well, Rai and Kizuku have the inside line, but the outside line seems to be sort of faster, and so Keisuke moves up to P2. Sorry if the engine noises are loud. I can't see how to turn down the engine noise from the Swingman camera without affecting the sounds from other cameras. Anyway, we have Tsukino Mito. Waiting for an opportunity to strike, if at all. These cars are really close to each other. Ooh, look at Keisuke going outside the line. But backs away. That's a bit of an awkward move on his part. Mito! Got yourself on the inside. Probably wants to chase after another Toyota car. But we'll stick to where she is. Might we see something from Kazuku? Or Darum. Darum is outside the line. Quite a few overtakes behind Maria, who has led all 17 laps so far, heading into this 18th lap. And then we'll show the standings after this lap. See how everyone is faring. Oh, Mito almost made contact with Kazuku. And look at the standings as they are. Also got to watch out for any challenges for the lead. We'll make a way down. Man, Layla from 2nd down to 11th. Eesh, 3 ENs at the rear. Rosami is still 27th. As I've said several times in previous streams, she has been trying her best. Though it's a tall order for her to get the points she needed to make the cut for the playoffs if she couldn't quite get a race win. Lap 21. Holy cow! Look at Aima Oiha go from a start of, I believe, 42nd, making her way up to P2. Probably not quite as active in streaming these days, but still a valuable member of NijiCar nonetheless. She's still around. And how around is she? She's going around and around and around and doing pretty darn good at stock car racing. NASCAR style stock car racing with these NijiCar members. Look at her go. Close to the top of the standings here in this race. Maria, Aima Oiha, and Kazuku, your top three. A lot of action here, but everyone is still on the lead lap. No incidents as of yet, no pit stops, everyone driving cleanly. This is a really fun track to race at. Look at that. Speeds hit 210 miles per hour. Ah, man, is Oiha backing away? She's going outside the racing line. This is another one of those tracks in which the in which the cars in the high line somehow perform better than the cars in the low line. And she will drop to third for the time being. Kazuku, the famous salaryman of Nijisanji, back to second, on to lap 26, 10 to go. We just don't want to see a jobbing like yesterday with Shizuka Rin, having led for like 3/4 of the race before dropping to second at the end. I just hate to see the same thing that happened to Maria here. But of course, it's NR2003 AI, anything can happen, whether you like it or not. Maria just tried to stay ahead for as much as possible, but it's not easy when you have quite a few cars close behind you. Kazuku wanting to make a move on Maria. But Kazuku is slowing down. Aiba Ueha is going ahead. Ditto Mito and Ryu Hari. Look how far ahead Maria is. I don't know if they'll come back to bite her in the end stage of this race. That was a big push trying to peel away from Kazuku and others. Maria has led for all 29 laps so far. She just doesn't want to blow it at the end. Uh-oh, here comes Raigali. Oh man, that's her biggest rival in NijiCar, at least. Rai already won a race at Phoenix, as I've already mentioned a few minutes ago. Coming down to 5 laps. Maria's got to try to outlast the others for these last 10 miles. Oh man, Raigali is going high, as you know, high line seems to be the way to go in this track. Oh dear, going up to second. Now don't forget, if Maria still finishes without a win here, then she's still high in points. She still has a pretty good shot of making the playoffs. Oh man, almost contacted Maria, and Maria does peel away. Three to go. Oh, this is a big finish we're in for. in this round. Two to go. Mika Malatika out of nowhere, moving up to P3, just behind her fellow ex-IDEA member in Ragali. Man, Maria hoping not to choke at the very end. She will see the white flag. Will Ragali pull off some magic to end this race? Let's find out. It's going to be a close finish. And Maria is going to peel away. She has the high line. And the high line will pay off for Maria. Maria Marionette wins in Michigan. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. That is how it's done, ladies and gentlemen. That big jump at the start, and she has led all 35 laps. And she is going to secure her spot in the final stage once again. Marilyn, your race winner here at Michigan International Speedway. Ragali and Mika Malatika are P2 and P3 respectively. Oh, that was a dramatic finish. Marilyn had to endure quite a few cars quite behind her throughout all 70 miles. And she gets rewarded in a big, big way here in round 13. A surprise third place finish for Mika Malatika, whom you saw in the splash screen for this stream. Top 5 finish for Aiba Ueha, just behind Ryu Hare. Pretty fine performance by the Blue Wonder. Checking the standings. We'll be adding Maria's name to the playoffs list. And look at her go. She has jumped to the top of the points, 221. Anna is at 186. We have 3 drivers at 171 points each. That's Gilzer and Moira and Nagao K. Gilzer and Moira very high in points without a race win. Nagao K did win a race. Then we have Roko, Kami, Kaku, Nagi, and Pomu. That's the rest of your top 10. And we still have the one driver that is outside of the top 42 in points. Doppio is pretty darn close. He is 38th. So Safina, who's on 42nd, is currently in the bubble with 2 rounds to go. Next race will be at Watkins Glen International. So congratulations to Maria Marionette, your winner here at Michigan. The very cute member of Illuna. Getting another win in a NijiCar competition. You just love to see it. Just in case. And these are your automatic qualifiers so far. Only 12 names with 13 rounds complete, as we did have a repeat race winner in Enna. Let's see who else we'll be able to add as we go to Watkins Glen International. Choo-choo train action on this shorter layout. We're not going to use the boot here. But a lot of NASCAR drivers and fans say they want to try the full layout of this road course. But they haven't done so yet. I mean, even Sonoma at one point had the full course layout for the 2019 race. Anyway, before I ramble even further, let's get right into this track for this 17-lap race. Watkins Glen International. Yeah, we're not using the boot, we're using... Yeah, I don't think we're using the boot. We're just using the shorter track layout. 11 turns. That it seems like it's 11 turns if you count the full entire layout, or I don't know. Yes, the short course does say 2.45, so we are using the short course. Okay. That makes sense. 6-degree banking at all turns except turn, I can't read this. Except that one turn, which is 10 degrees. Anyway. We have Darum again. Darum. Again. Getting pole.
Drivers, to your cars.
And it looks like it's 2 in a row for that XID member. Fuwa Minato, not to be confused with Fura Kanato, will start off at 2nd. Kohaku 3rd, Hayun 4th, Luca, Akina, Rika, Muyu, Gilzerin, Lauren, Safina, Nasera, Joe, Rindo Makoto, Belmont, Vermilion, Rion, Nozomi, Vox Akuma, Oliver Evans finally gets to show up for a race. And Oliver has been largely absent throughout this main stage. Uki, Aiba Uiha, Ro, Kiame, Rosemi, Seraph Dazzlegarden. Glad to see Rosemi will try her best again at Watkins Glen. Anyway, Seraph Dazzlegarden, Kazaki, Rin, Petra, Aster, Guelu, Hisui, Keisuke, Scarlet Yonaguni, Sophia Valentine, Ryuhari, Hex Haywire, Meme, Hanamakia, Luis Kami, Mugi, and Etna Crimson. Export grid, please. So also I do need to charge a device I have, and then it will be set to go here. The last road course of this main stage, and quite quite a frequent road course stop in the NASCAR Cup Series. Okie dokie. Fast forward to a few seconds before we get set to begin the racing here. I think this camera angle is fine, or I'll stick with TV1 for the call to command. All right, here we go.
Drivers, start your engines!
Yeah, okay. So 42 cars are gonna roll. This is a 17 lap race. We'll see what action will transpire, if at all. Expect quite a mayhem at the start, and then choo-choo train action the rest of the way. Darren Cuddle will lead everyone off to the green flag for this penultimate round of the main stage. Here we go from the Glen. Good start by Fua Minato. And the Season 2 champion also having a good start. Luca going a bit wide there. Quite a few cars going quite wide, but engaging in some course correction. Whoa, it's a big mess! Oh, man. Of course Rosemi has got to be caught up in the mayhem at the start. Yeah, pause break, rewind. I'm having to press pause for this race. What the hell happened? Rudely got collected by someone. That 130 car of Koyanagi Row, it looks like. And then Lauren Ruas and Row were being dragged along the wall. Wait. Unpause. There is Fua Minato ahead of the NijiCar Season 2 champ, with Sugano Mito rolling along quite well in third. And yes, there's the choo-choo train action that I was pointing to fellas about. Yeah, there is indeed that mayhem at the start of the race, and then the choo-choo train, as to be expected, as everyone goes around the inner loop, the bus stop chicane. That's added as a safety hazard for racing for racing for open wheel higher speed vehicles, but also being used somewhat in stock car racing, I guess, and I guess sports car racing, endurance car racing for the 6 hours of the Glen race. Oh goody, we're into lap 3 already. Hayun, there he goes, just behind Fua Minato. Hayun wants to get back into the playoff picture. I think he's quite low in points. Minato wants to make the Great Escape, as we have a nice view of the track inexplicably. Anywho, there's a choo-choo train of cars, and there is Lauren Aroa's just out of pit lane with a missing face and front hood. Still barely within the lead lap. Guelu Oscar is apparently well behind. Yeah, behind by one lap. One lap down. Words are hard. Please cut me some slack. Nice bus stop chicane action here. There's not much of a difference between TV1 and TV2 on some camera angles. The spectator view is, I suppose, fine for a wider view of the action. Cars battling it out. Somehow Durham has made it back to third. And, apparently, Skiramito has dropped down dramatically. Is Mito even in this race, or? I always like to believe that Mito would be in this race, but that apparently may be someone else. No, that's Segusa Akina. They do have similar color schemes. That probably led to the confusion, but Mito drives a Toyota, and her numeral on the car is just a 1, and this is a 60 Chevy. So that's a blooper. If I called that car Tsukino Mito's car, then that's a highly inexcusable mistake I made. Goodness gracious gee willikers, I am so effing dumb. Minato doing a pretty good job here. A car is down, though. Sohoshi Kirame is out of the race, busted engine piston. Sophia, Hana, Uki, Rosami. Goodness. And Guelu are each one lap down. So a wee bit of action on this road course for once, but it's hard to deal with the race leader. Getting overtaken by someone else. Your track can have 25 turns, and 25 turns, lots of overtaking opportunities on those turns, and wide layouts, wide lanes to allow for side-to-side racing, and yet these cars will still choose to go the choo-choo train layout. I would say Chattanooga choo-choo, but they're in New York. They're all in New York. Watkins Glen International is in New York. Blep. Anyway. Things have stabilized. Still a bit of a ways to go to the halfway point. I do gotta point out that the cars, these cars do skip the boot, here, because that's how it is for NASCAR-style racing among these Niji mems. Yeah, you just go around this inner loop, and then the outer loop, and then ignore the this section on the left. Yeah. You just save a few seconds, go through a few fewer turns. I would say a few less turns, but that's grammatically incorrect. Lep. Halfway, more than halfway through, and it's still Forminato leading. High in second, Daramkato, and then Segusa, not Tsukinomito, Akina at fourth, Nasser fifth. And the rest of the field, my goodness, this morning's cup of coffee just wasn't strong enough. Having to fill the void of commentary with what's in my piggy mind. I suppose I could say my plans for the next few streams on this VTRP channel. No streams next weekend, because I'll be busy with family then to wrap up September. And then the weekend after that, we'll proceed with the final stage. We have 10 rounds of action in the final stage, where we'll start off at Darlington and then determine the champion at Homestead, Miami. You should know how it is with the playoffs. It's the same thing. It's the same thing as it's the same rules as last season. Playoff drivers who win any of the first 9 races will get to be in the Championship 10 in the final race at Homestead. Highest finisher among those 10 drivers at Homestead will win the championship. The highest in points that are not in the Championship 10 among all 10 races will finish 11th overall in the Cup Series season. Anyway, Ruminato still having a half a second lead over Hyun. And it looks like Weller's going to be down another lap. As motor cars make their way around. 5 to go. How ridiculous. We're seeing action with the cars just behind the race leaders, and here we have Minato leading by a sliver under 1 second. I mean, it is what it is. It's hard to get good settings in the track INI files with these next-gen cars. Well, a few more cars are a lap down. A shame that I had to include a couple of nice names among those that are struggling here. From 4 laps to go to now 3 laps to go. Minato still leading. Well, apparently he is another driver who started off the day in the top 42, so the race win here would be a bonus, and that wouldn't quite count as a great escape, as far as I'm concerned. Lead getting bigger and bigger for Minato. Penultimate lap at the Glen. His lead is now 2.33 seconds. So at least one car down with a busted engine piston and a few cars being lapped behind. But other than that, it's been choo-choo train driving close to the front, as typical in these road course races. White flag is waved. So 2 point something miles to go here. And his lead is still quite large. It's gonna be smooth sailing to the finish line, and it looks like it's gonna be another playoff appearance for him. Because I don't think Yun is going to be able to catch up to him. Yeah, the 86 car is 86ing other drivers' hopes at a playoff spot. But there's still one race left to go at Richmond. We'll see what happens. Last couple turns, meeting the people in the grandstands, and that will do it. Buominazzo is going to the playoffs again. Unsurprisingly, Hyun and Darmkado finished 2 and 3 respectively. Just some routine racing all throughout. See the rest of the drivers finish up here. There's Astor's car. Wait for him to finish, and then we'll wrap up. Wow, I don't think this race even lasted 20 minutes. This race didn't seem like it lasted 20 minutes. I probably need to adjust the timing for future races. 17 is probably a bit too short. But this race is a nothing burger anyway. Buominazzo, Hyun, and Darmkado, your top 3. Almost a hit done before I can save the results. Okay, all good. I got it in. It's in. It's all good. It's all hunky-dory. I just gotta point out the point standings, and look at that. 2 names are outside of the top 42. 2 race winner names are outside the top 42. So we're gonna have some bubble drivers to worry about. On the bubble are Shikinagi Akira, I think. That's what the name is. And Zia Kavira. And, yeah. That makes sense. So they're on the bubble here. In top 10, Maria 221, Gilzeran 199, Anna 186, Moira and Nagao K each on 171, Nasera 170, Luis Cami 161, Rocco 158, and Rika and Lauren, each on 157. So Gills Run is definitely a lock for the playoffs, and Moira also should be in, and man, Petra is in big danger here of being bumped off of the playoffs. Let's see, the cutoff point is 101, so I guess everyone above 151 is good to go, so Nasera should be in, Rocco looks like in, and same for Rika and Lauren Ross, and Yuyoi Kakeru, I think. We'll figure things out. Just a few minutes. Yeah, we already know who won. One race to go. We're gonna go to Richmond. It's gonna be a 60-lap race on this 3/4 of a mile short track. A D-shaped oval. Short track that races like a super speedway, as it's apparently said here. Fan favorite among NASCAR fans and drivers, I think. We'll see what happens here.
Drivers, to your cars.
Turns banked 14 degrees, front stretch 8, back stretch 2. D-shaped oval, of course. I mean, it's D-shaped because if you rotate your head sideways, it sort of looks like the letter D. That's why it's called that way, anyway. Let's get the grid set for this race. And we do have Zia Akavila, a name I did mention here.
To your cars.
Starting off at pole, as the people start to make their way to the grandstands. Millie starting off second, and then Sunny and Joe, Kagi Wen, Yangnari, Bobon, Mugi, Selen, Nagi, Oliver Evans, Aster, Albin, Petra will enter the race. Rimu, Kuroishiba, Anna, Itetsu Gaon, Kane, Meruto, Aiba Oiha, Kazuku Guelu, Elikoni Furdaram, Emma, August, Banana, Ryan Naraka, Rosemi's in, but probably our last chance to get a race win here, if possible. Not a good start for her, though. Kawasaki Air Kazaki Reza in his final NijiCar race before graduation. Because even if he wins here, he will step aside for playoffs anyway. Kaede, Sophia, Rika, Mito, Mika, Keisuke, Ver, and Rion. R15 grid. Alright, everyone is in. Everyone is in. We're just all set to go, and we'll be set to begin here in this last round.
Drivers, to your cars. Drivers, to your cars.
We should set the full pace lap here, since this is less than 1 mile long. Less than 1 mile long. That's grammatically correct. Don't worry, people. Here's a call to command, I guess.
Drivers, start your engines!
Well, okie dokie then. No time to waste. We've got 60 laps of action here at Richmond. Who will make the field for the 42-car playoffs? Full ring action at Richmond Raceway in Virginia. Green flag is waved! Everyone is rolling. We're going to start by Zia Kavila, whom I mistakenly called Fiona Latiora, and vice versa in a previous season. How do you know that's Zia? Well, Wordmark, and she has herself a lead early on, followed by Millie and Sunny Briscoe. That's another lap led by Zia, Sunny, and Millie. We'll have a look at the grid. Have a look at the 42 cars racing here. See how everyone is faring. Millie just wants to win, or at least to finish high enough if possible to make the great escape into the playoff to join her good buddy Anna. Yo Kaneko isn't in this field for this Richmond race, so highly doubtful that he'll make the playoff. So and the kill ship is overrated anyway. There, I said it. So it's a relatively uneventful start here to this race. The number 217 car, or number 17, ID number 17 of Zia Kabila. He's doing fine, I suppose. Pretty good jump by Sunny Briscoe, the Noctix member, to make his way to second. Also wants to get in the playoff again. But probably not quite there in points, as far as I'm concerned. We'll see. We'll see what the grid is. We'll see what the grid is at the end of this race. 10 down, 50 to go. Everyone on the lead lap. Rion inexplicably grinding the wall, like she's at another short track or whatever. Oh, a couple of bloopers involving Kazuku and Guelu. Pause break button, so we don't miss some action. Yeah, these two collected each other and bumped wall. But I do have moderate damage on. I don't know how it will be if I change to full damage for future races. If that would make a big difference with the racing. Yeesh, Zia's lead has dropped a bit. From 0.61 to 0.52 now. Look at all that Toyota branding, and the Toyota car is leading here. And 3 Toyotas are in the top 5. Millie and Joe each drive Toyotas, and then we have Sunny with a Ford, of course. And Yan Nari with a Chevy Camaro. And this is Tsukinomito's car. I don't want to confuse her car with another car of a similar color scheme. Dark blue, almost purplish color and red number. Scanning the rest of the field. Gotta make sure Rosemi is still trying her best. 26th, yeah. Petra's 13th. She does need a high finish if she wants to keep alive in the points to make the playoffs again. And she's one spot behind Selene because, of course, Rosemi would be lagging behind her fellow Obsidia members. Goodness gracious, gee willikers. Streaming sim racing is sometimes taxing, as cars just go around and around and around in single file, waiting for something to happen. We did see something happen here with Gualu and Kazuku, but after that, it's just not much. Yeah, so consider these races, these NijiCar races, just filler before the streaming practice, live streaming practice, before we get back to real action, for like IndyCar and Purple Car in November and December. Not that there hasn't been any action in NijiCar, there's been quite some dramatic moments. I was on the edge of my seat with that race in Michigan, that Maria Marionette ended up winning. There's action, don't worry. If you're into Niji Sanji, and you're also into stock car racing, though the AI here in NR2003 isn't quite perfect, NijiCar competition will fill your niche. March and April, and then September and October. So 2 seasons a year. Yeesh, I'm sorry about that. That's a camera glitch right there. The switching the camera angles like 4 in 1 second, 4 or 5 in 1 second. That was absolutely nuts. Millie's third, pretty good for her. Although it would be in our best interests to vie for a win. Although she's 1 second behind Sunny, still. Alright, halfway points. Everyone is trying their best. Everyone is trying the best that they could. Eventually we'll see something happen. Boy, it's intriguing seeing Guelu and Kazuku still somehow in the lead lap. Despite that blooper a while back. Round and round they go, still. Still a big gap between second and third. A little over second now between Sunny and Millie. We've seen too many instances of drivers doing better on the high outside line than on the lower inside line. Here in these NijiCar races. I don't know the physics behind that, or why that is so. But it's probably down to just NR2003 being NR2003 being NR2003 anyway. Did I remember to comment out the AI line modifier for this track? I thought I would have done so. Almost at the 2/3 mark of this race. See, Capila still leading, and she has led for all 40 laps so far. 20 to go. Sonny just needs to make a move somehow, but couldn't quite do so. And he has relapsed a bit further. 0.57. And the gap is also getting even bigger now between P2 and P3. Everything seems to have stabilized here. At 44 of 60. Formerly a sixth wave member of the previous Nijisanji ID branch, along with the soon-to-be graduating Hyuna, and also Mika Malatika. Call me Zia, spell it with an X, not an S. Chemist who lived in an underground cave, lovely. She likes to confuse people as her hobby. Very interesting. Because of a certain incident, came out from her cave, now she's selling potions to repel Kaze demons. Yes, I am confused now. Which is good for her, because that is indeed her hobby, confusing people. Let's be confused together! That's her profile. Her fanbase is called as Tim Mu Lawak, a play word from Tamu Lawak. I don't know, Bahasa. Members are officially called Penangkaran Buaya Crocodile Conservation. Oh, that's just silly. Crocodile Conservation? I am so confused. Sorry about the another boring short track race. I'm just getting things done, testing out live action here. 10 to go. Sia still, I guess, leading. When we're done here, we'll let you know who will make the rest of the 42 car field. Anyway, how does with other VTubers outside of Nijisanji? Oh, well, the members of VDare have announced their debuts. Their proper re-debuts. And they revealed their models. I'm somehow being a bit too overly interested in the VDRA project, as no one could quite figure out whether there's supposed to be a corpo or just an independently run VTuber group. I'm just going according to their virtual YouTuber wiki page, saying that they're quote, an independently produced group, which would put them in indie racing competitions, so they would still be in Indy Lights for January. But they may still flex to Corpo Car if things get absurdly crazy here. And everything is absurdly crazy when it comes to minor corpos, with new members coming out, and there's been so many minor corpos, and that'll just be too big of a roster for the upcoming Corpo Car Championship Trail project that I'm hoping to launch as an extension to the current Corpo Car World Series. Anywho, 3 to go, and yes, Zia's still leading. Boy, it's gonna be grand to see this driver enter the playoff stage once more. Two more goes around the circuit, and then that'll be that's all, folks, for this main stage. Gonna be next weekend off, and then we'll get to the action. Here comes the white flag for Zia Kabila. It's been choo-choo train all throughout. There's gonna be a wire-to-wire finish here for the XID Wave 6 member Zia Kabila. Takes down Richmond, and we'll head to the final stage. Sunny, of course, finishes second, and Millie, I guess, third. Session is complete. Yes, we are complete with the main stage, but not quite complete with the season, because there's still 10 more races to go, which we'll get through next month. Zia, Sonny, and Millie. That's your top three. And everyone is locked in. We will officially have our 42 car field for the playoff. And everything does make sense here with who's running and not. Also generated and woo! Look at that. You're going to be in for some interesting final results in the main stage. This is going to be quite spicy. We're out of here. Nail biter! It was anything but. let's see. Just a few moments. We'll get to the roster. Let's see. Uaminato and Zia Capila are definitely in. Where's Uaminato? And Zia. It makes 14 names down, so 28 more names to add. And let's see who finished outside of the top 42. Still 2 names outside the top 42, so that's going to be 2 names bumped out. 2 names bumped out, and so spoiler alert, a race winner finished 42nd. So 40th and 41st will not be in the playoffs. And one race winner finished 77th. Goodness. One race winner finished 77th, another finished 52nd. So we'll showcase the top 50, and then also denote that's no, top 55, and then denote that another race winner finished that low. So we'll have a look here. Of course, Maria Marionette will finish on top of the points, and we'll also have a 15-point bonus because there's bonus points for the top 10. So 15, 10, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 for the top 10 in the points, along with the points reset to 200 for each of those drivers. So 221 points for Maria in the main stage, 206 for Enna, and third is, of course, Gilzeren with 199. He's going into the playoff stage. Well, I could find his name somewhere. So Nagi's in, 180 points. Moira, 171. Nagauke is in the playoffs. Nasira also gets the nod with 170. Iboiha and Luis Cami, 165 and 161, have already marked their names as in. Higashirika. Higashirika is a yes. And so is Kaburaki Roko. Lauren Eroas. Yumilai Kakeru. Zia Ikabila did make it in. And so did Pomu. Aster has made the cut. Aster Arcadia. And then followed that by Ragali and Fuminato, both race winners. Selen made it into the playoffs. Selen has made the points cut. Albin Knox also in. Joe Rikichi will return to the playoffs. Because we do live in a society, of course. Gaon. Rixa Durandra is in the playoffs. Banana and Petra both made it in. So, of course, Rosami isn't even close to making the playoff cut. I mean, she finished 58 in points. You just hate to see it. Both Selene and Petra made it into the playoff, but not Rosami. Hiya! Todoroki Kyoko won the race. Inaga Mugi's in, I suppose. So we're 30, 12 more to go. Machita Chima does have the nod. If I could find her name around here. There you are. Mito's in. Safina 2. Shizuka Rin does make the points cut. Dola. Come on, where's Dola's name? Akila Ray. That second place finish by Sonny Briscoe at Richmond was enough to push him into the playoffs. Reimu has also made it in. And we still have 4 more to go. Emma August has made the cut. Mika Malatika is a yes. Thankfully, Ishigami Nozomi will enter. Does barely make the cut. And last in is Shoyuki Tomoe. Good. 42 cars in the playoffs. So it's 1, 5, 8, 11, 17, 26, 32, 34, 42, 43, 47, 73, 84, 85, 86, 87, 95, 105, 113, 117, 119, 122, ID4, ID5, ID17, ID19, KR2, KR5, KR7, KR14, KR19, EN1, 3, 4, 6, 9, 10, 16, 18, 21, 24, 28. And Bob's your uncle. Alright, and we'll just highlight Maria's car as she finished top of the points in the main stage, I guess. And let's wrap up. So yeah, as I've always said, I'll be off next weekend because of stuff, of random stuff. But we are going to have our playoffs starting next weekend. We'll be starting up at Darlington, and then Kansas, and then we'll visit the Chicago street race for the first time. So we'll be back, I believe, the 7th or 8th, maybe the 6th, if there's a clash on the 7th due to Paula fights, I don't know. But we'll see you again in October for the start of the playoffs. 10 rounds to determine the Season 4 champion. But that's enough for me. Please have a great rest of your day. Please have a great rest of your October, and we'll see you for the NijiCar playoffs in October. Yeah, that's all I have to say. Alright, so we're done here. See you again for the playoffs. Take care, everyone. Up to Dag.